Oh, okay. All right.
It's your old pal Melissa Joy, and I'm going to turn this pile of thrift store t-shirts into this. You ready? I am following the new look n6632, close to version C, but with modifications.
Anyone who tells you that cats are aloof has never had a little black cat. In the small sample that I have done, they are the most cuddly. All right, so I have a new camera. It's a GoPro. I shot the opening and the final reveal on it. However, when I was making the dress, I still was using my phone. Shouldn't be a problem, but just letting you know. Full disclosure.
Start by opening your pattern. Using your directions, circle the pieces that you will need to cut out. Push your cat out of the way. Spread out your pattern, wonder how they got it into the envelope, and start cutting. Cut out a piece of paper that you are going to trace your tissue paper onto if you are going to change the shape of that pattern piece. If your cat is anything like mine, he will steal your chair. Here I'm just checking to make sure that the center is accurate. Figure out where you want to slash the pattern and draw a line. Write any notes you might need on your pattern piece. Start cutting away. Lay out your fabric and put on your pattern piece. If you're using recycled t-shirts, you might have to do this a few times because the pattern piece might not fit. You could also just slash some more and make smaller pieces. It's totally up to you. Whatever happens, don't be disheartened. It actually took me twice to get the bodice right. See? Take two. Now you're going to cut out your piece. Make sure to leave a little seam allowance in the parts that you have slashed so you can stitch it. Cut out your next piece. You will be joining these together. Make sure that your markings are on both sides. I used pins and my Pilot Friction pen, which will iron away. Get ready and start pinning your pieces together. See that you like what you have done. Move the cat out of your chair. Repeat for every pattern piece. So here's the bodice. Always double check your pattern pieces. This will be a lot of repeating of what we did the other day, but I figured I should show you just in case. Press your seams flat, preferably going down your body and not up your body. It will lay nicer. Pin your pieces to your dress form. If you do not have a dress form, use a hanger and just put notes saying right side and left side front. Off camera, I made this front patchwork piece. I am now taking the pre-existing piece from the pattern to cut out the front section. Pin it to your form and check that the pieces look cute. Save your fabric scraps for recycling. I use 4 days. Here I am pinning the back panels together. So now what you're going to do is you're going to match your side seams together and you're going to pin your bodice and your skirt together. Once your dress is together, it's time to do a fitting. My footage of me pinning the dress was backwards and upside down. I don't know how I did that. So anyway, it's already pinned, and what I'm doing is I'm measuring how much I need to take it in. These fitting photos are kind of bad, but at least I get an idea of what's going on. Okay, so what I did was I took my ruler and I marked out how much I need to take in the dress on each side, and I angled it so it went off the fabric. You don't need to watch me sew it again, but the next clip is going to show you how to tie off a dart. Make sure to leave some thread so that you can actually make a knot.
Gotta go buy some supplies.
I decided to raise the shoulders so that I would take up the arm size. Arm size are the armpits. So move your pin markings to the inside of the garment. Your front and your back might wind up not being even. Just split the difference so that they will be. Check your work to make sure that both shoulders are taken up the same amount. Unfold part of your bias binding and pin to the neckline. You will also do this with the arms. Jimmy loves to be the center of attention. You can either now sew it on the machine, or you can hand baste it so you don't have to deal with the pins. Hand sew close the overlap. Clip away any loose threads. Clip away any joining points or pieces that you think would look weird when you fold over the binding. Now what you're going to do is fold over the bias tape and start pinning it into place. Once you have finished pinning around the neck, you will then also do your armholes. Flatten with your iron. Hand sew your binding into place. You can do it on the machine. I happen to like hand sewing and find it a treat, so that's why I did it by hand. And now for the final reveal.